Mm-mm-mm. All right, all right. Oh man. Mm-hmm. It went out quick that time. Mm-hmm. All right. What's going on, party people? Mm-hmm. What's going on, my man? Oh boy. This has been another wild, wild week. I'm serious. This has been a wild week, man. I just been going. I think I'm pushing close to 80. 80 for the month. I got 2 loan applications tomorrow. Matter of fact, I need to put the other one on the calendar. I was gonna try to chill this weekend, but loan applications that they not that far from me, I'm like, yeah, let me just go in and knock these out. One's for 75, one's for 55. I mean, wow, I don't know about the price difference, but all I know is one's for 75, one's for 55. I figured I'd go ahead on and hop on it. And I'm sure nobody else was. So what that does is put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That puts me at 22 appointments for the week. One of them was a G&W, but I'm still counting that. So, and then one was estate planning. I can't beat that. I can't beat that at all, man. I can't. So that's good. That my goal is 18 to 23. I got 22. Then I got one on Sunday, so that starts off the next week. And so next week I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 between Sunday and Monday. I got 5. 4 on Monday, 1 on Sunday. And what I'm looking at also is 3 cancellations. Now, I think what I'm gonna start doing is leaving the cancellations or the ones that I had to give up. I think I'm gonna start leaving them on my calendar so I can keep track of them. I'm gonna have to start keeping track of them just for my own purpose and then just for sharing with y'all. Everything. But I've had probably 8 cancellations or / orders I had to let go. Heck, even today I had one, so you must have said that's 4. 2 early this week, 1 today, and then the one next week that was on Sunday that canceled. Yeah, I had one today that was going to be like at 4:30ish, and 4:30, but then they switched it to 6 o'clock, and there was no way I could get it done because I had too many other things to do. Like I said, I just got back home from grocery shopping about a half hour ago. Drink my tea. Yeah, I just got home from grocery shopping. Putting money in the bank, all that stuff. So, I guess you could say I'm still old school. That let me put some money from this account to that account on Fridays and stuff. So, got that done. I'm gonna print these docs for tomorrow. They already uploaded them, and nothing to prep because the loan applications, and I'll be good to go. So, and I think for the month I'm at 80. I can tell you, hold on, let me just count real quick. So last week, this week is 22, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 41. I'm sorry, 21, 22. So that's 43. That's from the 16th through now. From the 16th through till tomorrow. Then you add in the other 5. That's 48. Plus the 36 I already done. That's 84. That's 84 for the month. I didn't. It didn't feel like I was pushing that much, but I knew it was a lot coming in. 84 for the month. That's really, really good. That's really good. See, and what did I share with y'all? My goal is 75. I'm trying to keep 75. And it's a little chilly out there. Everything that cold air got down in my throat, so that's why I got my tea. Real good tea. Got that lemon in it, honey. Ooh-wee. So 84 signings for the month / other appointments. I think maybe 3 non-mortgage related mortgage related appointments. Yeah. My glasses, microfiber. Man, for me that's awesome. Turn this music off. Yeah, so for me that's awesome. I'm stoked about that. 84. I think I did 74 last month or 73. I think 75 or 76 in January. So that's good. So if that's the case, so it was 76 plus 73. That's 233. And then if you times that 3 times 4, that's 932. So we're talking about 4 quarters. Okay. That's just a little bit more than what I did last year. I forgot what I did last year already. But nonetheless, 900 and oops. And what? Let's say 932. So that's only 68 from 1,000. My goal is 1,000 this year. So, and I got 9 months left. So that means I got to take that 68 divided by 9. All right. So if my okay. So that basically means I need to add in at least another 20, 21 or 22 closings per quarter, and I can hit 1,000 if I keep at my same pace. If I keep at my same pace, I'm gonna have to add a little bit more, but I can probably hit 1,000. I can hit 1,000 notary appointments for this year. That's good. So real quick, y'all, talk to me. How y'all been? How's everything been? What's going on, Tracy? What's going on? Hey, I commented back to you in the members thing with my phone number. If you want to talk, I'm free to talk anytime after 1 o'clock tomorrow. Anytime you want, Brian. Byron. Just give me a holler. And I'm 3 o'clock. After 1 o'clock tomorrow, because I got 11 o'clock. I think it's 11 o'clock loan application. Then another loan application at noon. Then after that, come home, scan them, and upload them to the portal, and then drop them off. So yeah, unless they don't have unless they only scan back and there's no shipping, I got to see it. Sorry about that. All right, so what's been going on with y'all? Like I said, I'm at 80. I'm pushing 84 for the month. How are y'all coming along? Y'all hitting your goals? Well, let me ask this: how many people has even set goals for the month? And I divide my goal by the 1st through the 15th, and then the 16th through the end of the month. My main goal is 18 to 23 a week. I'd like to do 75. So you take what, 75 divided by 4, basically 18. So I know if I can hit 18 appointments a week, I'm pretty much at 75 signings for the month. Um, so that means I got to be at basically about 36 for the first 15 days, 36 for the last 16 days. I'm roughly at 75. Okay. Appointments, and that's loan closing, apostille, whatever. This is what you're gonna have to do. You got to set yourself a goal, even if it's just to say I want to do 7 a week or 7 a month. That's fine. Set a goal and start going after it. And after you can see yourself consistently hitting that goal, then you can start concerning yourself, in my opinion, about the dollar amount. But if you say, well, I'm just trying to make this dollar amount, okay, well, to make that dollar amount, you might have to do more than the minimum goal that you want. You might have to, because if the order price is lower than what you would like, that means you got to do more. So people are stressing themselves out trying to fully hit that dollar amount when they first started. Sometimes just go for the numbers. How many can I do? Because the more you can do, the more you can make. And then when people start paying you higher because of the fact that they see that you are a good signing agent, notary signing agent, then you can start, okay, I'm gonna keep going for my 18 or my 15 or whatever a week, but I know I can get the higher fees and I see them coming in. Now you're doing the same amount, but the fee done went up. But you got to get comfortable and used to doing the numbers. If you can't get comfortable doing the numbers, it don't matter how much somebody pay you, you're going to crash and burn because you have no stamina to handle doing 35 in 15 days, 84 in a month. It takes a lot of toner, a lot of paper, a lot of everything. You got to get out there. A lot of pens. All of a sudden, everybody love my pens. It takes a lot of everything. Okay, keeping your clothes clean, always having everything takes a lot. So my man, he said, trying to do 20 a week. My stretch goal is 100 a month. Cool. He said, good advice. I'm finally getting out there. Good. Now there was a young lady, she named Lakeisha. She has finally she got her first closing done, and I'm so proud of her. She's part of the mentor group with the 60-day challenge, and this weekend I'll be marketing that for them for the upcoming one we got. I just haven't had time to do so. But she finally got her first signing. It was with Safe Cures. It's similar to cloud signing, but I think they actually pay. I've only done one with them, and I believe I did get paid. I haven't checked. But she did one with them. They told her stuff was good, and she's off to the races. So had her first one. I think she's up in New York, Connecticut, and I'm very, very proud of her. And she's sticking in there and getting to where she needs to be at in this here business. So very, very proud of her. So that's what I expect out of all of y'all, is to just go ahead on and get out there, and don't be afraid to try. So let me show y'all something real quick, a new thing that I just found out. Y'all might already know. It's on SnapDocs. Where is it? I don't have a picture of what it looks like in the beginning, but I can show you this. Okay. SnapDocs has a new thing that they're giving companies to use. Just making sure no personal information, just me. This thing right here. They have this here quality control. So basically, when you submit, the company has the ability to basically just tell you, and this is what first class, nothing wrong with y'all knowing that. They told me, hey, don't drop until we give you the all clear. So if you see this in your profile or in that order, not in your profile, but in the order, trust me, yeah, this is on SnapDocs. Do not drop the documents. I don't care how much you want to, and I really did want to. But you see this here, and then what they ended up doing was sending an email letting me know everything was good to go. So quality control pass, no errors found. Which means, sorry about that, y'all. If there are errors, they're going to point them out. Then you got to go get them corrected, whatever that error may be. So this is another way to make you like, okay, you know what? I don't even want to see that there's an error. Now, here's the sad part. One company, and matter of fact, you can probably see it right here. Right here. It says QC pass at 9:50. And this is 9:50. Well, that was last night. Yeah, 9:50. Yeah, started 10 in the morning. That's when they started doing it, and it didn't finish till 10:50 at night. I don't know. They did their thing, you know. So this is a new thing that SnapDocs has. So be on the lookout for it. And if they tell you don't drop the documents until they give you the word, don't drop the documents. And they're doing that even also in, hold on, this is a guy calling me to confirm for tomorrow. Hold on one sec. Hey, Griffin Notary, how can we help you this evening? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm the notary assigned to meet with you tomorrow for your loan application for you to complete that. You're aware of that? Okay, yeah, that's right. 11. I don't know why I thought it was 10:30. All right, so I'll be over there 11 o'clock. Get y'all taken care of. They may need you to provide your credit card information if they're doing an appraisal. They'll have a form in there for you to fill out. They may have asked you to provide other documentation like your homeowner's insurance, any kind of military separation stuff like your DD 214, things of that nature. So whatever they ask you to provide for them, I can take pictures, scan it, upload it to their portal. Then you'll sign the loan application, and then that's it. Okay. Yep. So all I'm gonna be needing is like your copy of your, and I can take a picture of that of your driver's license, and I don't know what information they share with you to provide them, additional information. So if they did, or they may have it in the loan in the paperwork, I haven't downloaded it yet. That may say, you have to provide them some additional information. And then when I get a chance later this evening, I'll find out, and if there's any list of information, I'll just text it to you, so you'll have it and everything. All right, so we good to go. 11 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, sir. All right. Well, you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 11. He just hung up. Now, here's the thing about these loan applications, real quick. Sometimes the people, we're going to get to the topic real quick, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Sometimes they be shopping stuff around or they not really sure. Then when they're asked to like, hey, provide additional information, they don't have that information available, then they back out. And it sounds like he might back out. He might back out. Now the question is he gonna back out before I get there, or he gonna back out once I get there? And I've had both happen. That's why something told me to make sure I just let him know if there's and you may have to provide an appraisal, pay for an appraisal on your property if that's a part of it. And sometimes people don't have the money for that. And that appraisal can cost up to $600. and sometimes they don't have it. So hopefully he'll go through with it. But if he doesn't, it's no big deal. All right. So everybody seems to be doing good. So Caprina said he's gotten it with two different people and everything. He said they will have field inspection. Talking about snap docs. I don't know. I don't know if they will have field inspections or not and everything. And then okay, you did one with them today. Cool, Tracy. And I cannot find that lady's information for you for the Suffolk thing. I mean the Franklin. Um, Real quick, if there's any notaries that's looking at this, you're in the Hampton Roads area, you live in the, especially in the Suffolk area. Tracy needs somebody to be a witness. If she still needs somebody to be a witness, reach out to me and I get you in contact with her. But it's out in Franklin, Virginia. So she'll give you all the details and everything about that. So if you're a Virginia notary, you're in the Hampton Roads area, and you want to assist her and help her out if she still needs a witness. Um, she said she don't need one. Okay. She says yeah, this is a young lady. Teresita. I got it right this time. Teresita. I was trying to remember your name and stuff. Okay, so um on one of the members, let me see. Y'all got my let me see. So when you get a chance, Teresita, um text me at that number. That's my Google Voice number, and I'll get it to Tracy, and then that way y'all can connect in case she needs you in the future and all that good stuff. Yeah. So yeah, text me at that number. I'll get it to her, and then y'all can do y'all thing. All right. So no notaries needed. All right. All right. So I've been thinking about this for a while. And I'm gonna use this one. So, and then I'm going to pull up something for y'all real quick. I gotta pull up PowerPoint. I'm gonna have to do it on that one because I don't have time to be playing with the Google version of it. All right. So here's what we got. We got four main entities that are a part of the mobile loan closing process. Okay, we got four. All right, let me throw my screen up here. All right. So let me slide down here. All right. So we got four. Or should I be at the top? Nah. I like, yeah, down here in this corner. All right. So we got four. So forgive me for my bad stuff. So, all right. So I'm gonna just grab some shapes here. So we got some shapes here. So we got the title company is one. And please pay attention because this is something we got to learn here. All right. Then we got the signing company. I mean the title company. I'm sorry. The lender. I'm gonna put them this color. The lender. Then we have the title company. Then we have the signing company. And then we have the notary. All right. I'll go yellow. This is what we have. So this is what we have. I'm not that great with PowerPoint, so please bear with me. All right, here we go. Text box. So we got title company. And we got the my bad, y'all. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so big on this title company over here. All right. Then we got lender. Okay. We got the lender, title company, signing company, and then we have the notary company. And that's us. Okay. All right. So y'all follow me. This is what we got. These are the four pillars of the mobile loan closing. Okay. These are the four. Let me do something. Get that out of my face. All right. So these are the four pillars of the mobile loan closing aspect of the real estate market. Okay. So the lender, the lender, let's go with the lender gives the work to the title. The title then drops it down to the signing company. Then the signing company rolls it on to the notary. Okay, that's the flow. So the lender gives it to the title gives it to the signing gives it to the notary. The thing is, let me come back to y'all for a brief moment here. Oops, what happened there? There we go. The thing is, each one of them of us are independent business owners trying to work together. We're all independent business owners. None of us are employees of each other. Now, you have some situations like with the home builders like DR Horton, Lennar, some of those big home builders where they have the real estate agent, the lender, and the title company all wrapped under their one umbrella. Those, but that's something different. This here is your Wells Fargo, your Bank of Americas, your hometown bank, your mortgage brokers as the lenders. Then you have your title companies, Villa Title, Boston National Title, so forth and so on. Okay. Priority Title and Escrow that we have here, Noble Title that we have here. So these title companies are separate. Then you have all the signing companies. Whether it's your what the heck going up? Oh Lord. Oh shoot. Why am I drawing a blank on the sign? Because I'm trying to find the right signing companies to say that everybody knows. So you got First Class, Coast to Coast. You have Old Republic. Well, they're a title company, but you get what I'm saying. Signing company. Y'all throw something in there. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the signing companies. Because the thing is, some of the signing companies, I mean, some of the title companies are on those platforms as if they're a signing company. So you got First Class, you got Coast to Coast, you got Prestige Notary, you have Armor, you have Signex, all of them comfortable closing, you have the closing signing service, you have a whole bunch of these other ones, okay? And then you have the notaries. That's all of us. All the notaries, that's all of us. We have to figure out a way to work together because we are the pillars that make this mobile loan closing thing work. If we can't figure out how to work together, it's going to constantly be problems. Now, were you aware of this? If you were aware of this dynamic, if you were aware of this dynamic, put a one in the chat. If you was not aware of this dynamic, put a two in the chat. Okay. If you are aware of this dynamic, put a one in the chat. If you was not aware of this dynamic, and there's nothing to be ashamed of that you didn't know it, but if you did not know or thought of the flow of it, put a two in the chat. You didn't know. So if you understand that these four entities are here and they are all independent, and we have to learn how to do what? work together. Okay. We have to learn how to work together with one another. The issue is, in order to work together with one another, we have to respect one another. If you don't respect, if the lender doesn't show respect for the title to the signing to the notary, that becomes a problem. Now, what could actually mess up that respect? The title company messing up what their responsibilities are. The title company can also be upset and have disrespect to the lender if they don't do their part. They're slow on getting documents to the title. They don't have the numbers right, all of that. The title company shows disrespect to the signing company because the signing company isn't doing their part right, whatever that may be. Same thing to the notary, all of that. So this is why it's important for us to understand and know what we are supposed to do as individual business owners, so that when we are part of this process, we're not messing things up that we're supposed to do. And that's why it's real critical that you have to be careful of. I'll use this. You have to be careful if the title company all of a sudden starts telling the signing company to have the notary do stuff that's the responsibility of the title company. So when the title company starts trying to shove their responsibility down somewhere else, that becomes a problem. Because now you're asking this entity here, the notary, to do something that they're not prepared for. And that can throw, as they say, a monkey wrench in the whole operation. So you have to be careful of that. That's why I stress for new notaries to stay focused on what? Doing your job and knowing your job. Okay. It is very, very important that if you operate in the wheelhouse that you are given, how can things go wrong for you if you know what you're doing and you do it? My printers don't act like the scanner. My scanner don't act like the printers. When I hit the button, I expect that to print. When I hit the button, I expect that to scan. When somebody calls me, I expect the phone to ring. I expect this one to ring when they call that number, and I expect this one to ring when that number gets called. I have a microphone over here. I expect the microphone to do its job and pick up. I have a camera. I have a computer. Everything that I have has its role, ROLE. And when each piece does what it's supposed to do, the way it's supposed to do it, you have a live stream. You have a successful mobile closing when the lender does their part, the title does their part, the signing company does their part, and the notary does their part. And then, of course, when the signers do their part. Now, I want to do something. I have not had a chance to do it, but we're going to. Ooh, okay. I had DeepSeek up and it was in Chinese. I don't know how that happened. All right. So, what we're going to do is, and again, this is a learning thing here. So, we're going to do this live. So, what is the role of the mortgage company in the real estate process? Okay. So now you're seeing this is what the role is of the mortgage company. There's things that they have to do. Now, I'm not going to read all of this. Okay. Now, let's do it this way. Give me I'm going to say one paragraph explanation of what the mortgage company role is in the real estate process. To break it down, hopefully it'll break it down a little bit more. Now, what I'm also doing here by me doing this, I'm trying to show y'all how you can get answers and save your behind part some money. So the mortgage company plays a vital role in the real estate process by providing the financing needed for a home purchase. It evaluates the borrower's credit, income, assets to determine loan eligibility, issues a pre-approval to strengthen the buyer's offer, and processes the loan to verify by verifying documents, ordering an appraisal, which is what I told the guy. That's why about the loan application, the appraisal, and underwriting the final approval. At closing, the mortgage company funds the loan, allowing the buyer to complete the purchase, and then services the loan by collecting payments and managing escrow for taxes and insurance. Without a mortgage lender, most buyers would be unable to afford a home, making it a key player in real estate transaction. Give that a thumbs up. So now, we copy this. What the title company role is in the real estate process. The title company plays a critical role in the real estate process by ensuring the property's legal ownership is clear and transferable. It conducts a title search to uncover any liens, claims, disputes on the property, issues title insurance to protect the buyer and lender from future legal issues, and facilitates the closing by preparing documents, collecting and distributing funds, and recording the deed with the county. That's their job. Okay. By verifying a clean title and handling the financial and legal aspects of the transaction, the title company helps ensure a smooth and secure transfer of ownership. So, going back to the graphic, the lender has their role, the title company has their role. Now, this is one I have never done this. I don't know what it's going to say about the notary signing company because it might not be in there. So, we're going to try this. Okay, let's see what it says. So, I'm going to call it what the notary signing company role. I have to say it that way because just saying signing company, that's too broad. So what is the notary signing company role? What is in the real estate process? Hopefully it gives us something back. Don't know. Okay. Boom. All right. Look at that. 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 What does it say? Bridget, it seems as though we will see orders over SnapDocs. Yeah, I guess that's what she was saying. I don't know. I haven't. It doesn't surprise me because these companies are doing what they can to keep money coming in. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. So it says a notary signing company acts as a neutral third party that facilitates the proper execution of the loan documents through the real estate process. They arrange for a mobile notary or signing agent to meet with the borrower, verify identities, witness signatures, and ensure all mortgage and title documents are correctly signed and notarized. The signing company then returns the completed work to the lender, title company, or escrow agent for final processing. The role is crucial in maintaining the legality and efficiency of the transaction, especially in remote or non-traditional closings. Got to give that a thumbs up and that one. So I hope y'all should be thinking, y'all, hold on, let me come back to y'all. The wheels in your head should be like, okay. So now the question is the signing company functioning the way they are? They're supposed to be neutral. So that's why I have a problem. Not even sometimes. That's why I have a problem when the signing company is trying to tell me how to function as a notary because I'm supposed to already know how to do that. So when the signing company starts telling me you are going to explain the documents or we won't use you, you're going to collect money or we're not going to use you, then you're being biased because what you're now doing is trying to ensure that the deal gets done. You don't even know what the deal is. You're supposed to be neutral. And of course, we know the notary is supposed to be neutral. So you're showing bias, and you're showing bias so you can get paid. I understand you want to get paid. I want to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. But we got to have integrity, and we got to stay in our role. So I like this. Again, I'm doing this live. I could have sat down last night, but I wanted to do it live with y'all so we could see it together. I have to bump that up. So there we go. I think it was too small. So do you so far I'm liking DeepSeek. I'm liking DeepSeek. I haven't heard of Grok, but um I like Gemini. I like the DeepSeek, and normally I would go with Gemini, but I said let me give DeepSeek a try. And the reason why I like DeepSeek because it really gets down and dirty in there. Matter of fact, let's try this here, just for the heck of it. Let me take that same question and drop it in Gemini and see what it says. It says basically the same thing. Mm-mm. Acts as a crucial intermediary, and then it says the signing agent acts as a crucial intermediary in the real estate closing process by connecting lenders, title companies, and borrowers with qualified notary signing agents. These companies manage the logistics of scheduling notaries to witness and notarize the signing of loan documents, this, that, and the other. They provide a network of trained and background check notaries who can travel to convenient locations for the borrower, facilitating efficient and accurate document execution, which is vital for the finalization of the real estate transaction. So that's just as good, if not to me, almost better, because I like how it's getting down in here that it's a network of trained and background check. So that means what? We should already be trained. We should already be trained. If we're already trained, then I don't need a signing company who's not in my state telling me how to execute my job. Okay. Like I'm their employee. And you have to be careful of that. Because if you start doing that too much, then the IRS comes at you. And they say, well, no, Griff isn't a 1099. He's an employee based off of the way you was guiding him through his work and everything, which again, you're not going to get on that thing. Can I get a copy of this? All you got to do is just type those things in there. Yeah, just type the stuff I typed in there, and it'll come out. It'll spit it out to you. But this is why it's important when you now just on this point alone, just from what we've learned so far. Now you see why I'm saying it's so important to make sure that if you're going to get trained to be in this business, you got to get trained properly. And it's not just about marketing and using AI to come up with email scripts so you can email blast people and all that. That's nice, but you got to be able to do the job. This is saying that signing companies are looking for people who can do the job, not for people who know how to use Canva. It's not looking for Canva notaries. It's looking for actual commissioned notaries. So what kind of notary you gonna be? You gonna be a Canva notary? You gonna be a daggone Google My Business notary? You gonna be I got a shirt in the website notary? Or you gonna be a notary who's commissioned by your state to do the job of witnessing signatures? What are you gonna do? So now let's look at the last part of this here. So what does the notary public role is? Feeling better. Feeling better. All right. The notary public plays a key role in the real estate process by serving as an look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, impartial witness. So if you're going to tell me to do something, is it removing me from being impartial? Is it removing my impartiality? So I got to stop right here and come back to y'all. We got two entities, the signing company and the notaries, saying that they're supposed to be impartial. They're supposed to be neutral. They're not supposed to be acting like they got a dog in the fight. That's what this is saying. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, that's on you. It says, as an impartial witness to the signing of important legal documents such as deed, mortgages, mortgage agreements, and loan closing paperwork. Their primary responsibility is to verify identity of the signer, ensuring that they are signing willingly and without coercion, and confirm all documents are properly executed with notarized signatures and seals. And what that means is properly executed means that the person signed in the manner in which they've been directed to sign. So if they're told you can't sign JB Crenshaw, I know that's what your name, you go by, and you've been doing that for 11 years. But on these documents, you got to sign James B. Crenshaw or James Byron Crenshaw, whatever it may be. You got to sign the way they're asking you. Here's the note that they gave me. So if they don't do that, then that means the document wasn't properly executed. Then it goes on and says, the notary public helps prevent fraud and ensures the transaction complies with state laws, contributing to a legally binding and secure real estate closing. So that's why it's important for you to do things in accordance with your state laws when it comes to the notarization, so that when the next state gets it, if that's the case, they can be like, yep, it was done properly, and nobody can refute it. So give me your comments and your thoughts of what you just learned, because you learned something tonight. You learned something tonight that we got to learn how to work with each other, and we have to respect each other's role. The problem is that when you don't know what the other people are doing, it doesn't mean that you got to be an expert in it. It just means you should be aware. Just like y'all want to be aware of what's in the loan packet, y'all want to be aware of all these documents mean, but you need to be aware of what the signing company role really is, what the lender role really is, what the title company role really is, to ensure that they're not crossing over into something that could cause you to be doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Excuse me. Asking you to backdate documents, that causes you to do something illegal. Asking you to initial for somebody, that's causing you to do something illegal. Asking you to take closing funds when your state says you're not supposed to, that's asking you to do something illegal. If you understand what I'm saying, put a 3 in the chat. If you understand what I just shared with you, please put a 3 in the chat. I'm just sitting here, and again, I hadn't done any of this research at all. I wanted to do it cold turkey so that I could see what it is. I didn't want to have any preconceived thoughts about it whatsoever. I didn't. I didn't. I just wanted to give it a shot. I said, let me just see. Let me just see what I can figure out and stuff. So no, there it is. Okay, so with that knowledge, that should help you to really be more discerning of when somebody's talking about take my training, spend money with me. Because now the question is, what are you, the notary trainer, supposed to be doing? Heck, I might as well ask Deep Sea. I just figured I asked him. A notary training plays a behind the scenes yet essential role in the real estate process by educating and certifying notary publics, especially specializing in loan signings, to ensure they are properly trained in real estate document procedures, fraudulent prevention, legal requirements. These companies can provide courses, exams, and continuing education to help notaries understand mortgage paperwork, notarial best practices, and specific regulations, ensuring accurate and compliant documents signings during the closing. By equipping notaries with necessary skills, these training companies help maintain the integrity and efficiency of the real estate transaction, reducing errors and delays in the closing process. Now, that to me means they're also helping you to understand how to properly notarize the documents. So they're asking you to help you, it says help notaries understand mortgage paperwork. So now that would be okay, what do you need to understand in order to get it done? Again, so you're not violating your state law. What parts do you need to understand? Maybe you need to make sure they understand that when you see this form, they do have to answer these questions. Don't mean you got to guide them through it, but it just means they need to answer these questions. And if they don't, then on this form, you need to call so and so. Okay, cool. But it makes sure, but we do have to make sure we do the notarial part right. Excuse me. And that's and that's where we're failing at. A lot of notaries, training companies, mentors, and coaches, they're avoiding that part. So if the notary doesn't have the discipline to go learn how to properly notarize, the training company isn't helping you to learn to notarize. You don't have the money to pay the NNA for the notary essentials because you're tapped out on the money you paid them, the training company, and you got the other mentors and coaches out here asking for money. Somebody told me people are paying $80 for 30 minutes of talk with people. I only charge $10. People are paying $80 to spend time with their quote unquote mentor after they already bought others $80. I ain't paying nobody $80 for 30 minutes. Crazy. That don't make a bit of sense. A bit of sense. But that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be out here doing things right. So, and I like this part here says, by equipping notaries with the necessary skills. So, what necessary skills do we need to have? How to properly notarize. See, the notarial act that you're filling out, that notarial that you're doing, that right there is the indicator of you preventing fraud. That's what that is. That is the indicator of you preventing fraud. If you're doing it right, you fill out the notarial certificate after you verify the ID, and that right there is a culmination of you preventing fraud. And that's the part that nobody's really helping you to know. Now, I do the best I can with the videos and things of that nature. Some people have taken heed to it. A lot of people have not, and they're still out here acting a fool. So give me your thoughts in the comment section real quick from what y'all learned here today. I know you got to have something to say. I mean, it's like, oh, okay. How do you feel you're going to approach your notary business going forward? Is there anything that you feel you need to change in order to be more compliant to what your state law says and to alleviate the headache that you've been having trying to do all this other stuff when what you need to do is real simple? And again, the lender has a role to do. The title company supports the lender. The signing company supports the title company. The notary supports the signing company. And whoever trained you over here is supposed to be the one that provides the support to you. So when you're stuck on something, you should be able to reach out to them and say, can you assist me? And what's been happening is that person is gone. They like way over here in this corner peeking at you, just seeing if you still making enough money to pay them. That's all they want. They just like, okay, you pay me, I'll come out. That old thing, ollie ollie oxen free, hide and go seek. Come out wherever you are. That's what they're doing. And it doesn't make a lick of sense because you're spending all this money with them and you can't get the type of help that you desire and that you deserve. So this is the process. I've done another video about this kind of stuff before, but I wanted to show you another one. And we all got to work hand in hand. We got to work hand in hand. And when we can, that just strengthens everything we're doing and make it all work. Now, but sometimes it feels like these people are all together and we're left out in the cold. And they're treating us as if we are an employee. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. That they're treating us like we're an employee and we're out here. But they're in this here little castle doing their thing, making their money, and then they throw us a little coins every now and then because they act like we're just an employee. And that's not the case. We are part of this process. It's supposed to be we're not employees. We're business owners. And that's how we're supposed to be respected. We're in this together, y'all. We're in this together. I don't know when it's going to change to where everybody respects what the notary does. And the part that somewhat hurts the most is that people that's who are signing company owners, a lot of them used to be notaries, but they don't forgot where they came from. Or maybe they never really wanted to be there in the first place and they always wanted to be the signing company owner. And I'm sounding a little congested right now. I got to find my nasal spray. I can't remember where I put it at, but I will find it. I will find it. So the signing company don't forget sometimes they used to be on this end. And sometimes they have to I guess they have to forget because in order to really support the title company, they have to forget who they were. And that's disheartening because they probably are torn, the good ones, between the title company completely not respecting us and us saying, hey, you were one of us. Yeah, but they paying me a whole buttload of money to forget that. They want me to forget that I was over here with you. What do you think they're going to do? And depending on their character, what you want me to who? No, I don't know. Nope, I was never a notary. Nope, that's a doctor picture. Nope, that ain't even my stamp. So that's where we're at. Any other questions? I ain't gonna be on here too long. I don't know how long I've been up here. Oh, almost an hour. So any other questions? We can't back down to what they are trying to make us do and stay within. Excuse me. That's right. We cannot. We got to stay vigilant to do what is right. And this is why you got to know your state laws so you can articulate that to them. And then you have no then they have no foundation to try to make you do something that's illegal. But if you don't know what your state laws are, that becomes a problem. And I'm not saying you got to know them overnight. You'll eventually get better and better at understanding, remembering, and knowing them by going out and doing closings and having these experiences where people are being a little tomfoolery. But you got to get out there. And once you get out there, you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. So don't seem like there's any other questions, comments. Everybody's heart and mind is clear. And I guess if I had a choir, I would get the choir up and sing us on out. But that's where we're at, people. I hope you learned something tonight and hope it helped change the way you view this business and understand how it flows so that you don't get so frustrated and stressed out behind it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.